Hey guys, you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Hey guys, okay. So how many of you had attended the webinar? There are some issues I know. All right. So three yes. Okay, Ishwar, Pavan. Okay, all of you. So there are some issues. I think Balaji had issues, and I heard from Shankar he had some issues. I don't know. Was it resolved finally or no?
The whoever is mobile data for them it's not working, sir.
Yeah. So your network bandwidth is not enough. That means, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shankar, it was working on Sunday. I don't know why it didn't work. Okay, anyway, so let's get to the class. Let me share the screen. What screen I have to share? Give me a minute. I have to close my unwanted thing. I have so many screens, I'm getting confused. So any feedback, guys? Anything you want to share? Anything to be improved? Good feedback is okay. I know we can always get anything. You think we didn't go on well? Mobile data customers, yeah. Sorry, we couldn't do anything to them. What happened to my Windows, man? Why is sharing is not happening correctly? Why it is not sharing? Share screen. Okay, I got it here. Okay. So anything we can do better? Any quick feedback? Yeah, I'm not prepared. I was telling Ishwar before thing. I just did few slides. I don't know what justice I'll make to them. Probably we can go and revise or we can do some labs otherwise. Right. So let me try a few slides. Let's see because I'm not prepared. I don't know how you'll understand. I think last class all didn't go on well, I believe, right? The task was not very clear, so we'll have to go back and retest that. Or what you guys tell what you want to know. I'll go through some slides if it makes sense, because I'm not properly prepared. I'll admit that, right? So tell me if anything you want to discuss about the webinar. You think it was not good, was not your expectation. You raise your hand. I want to get some feedback. Frank, honest feedback. Because okay, Pavan.
Yes, sir. The webinar was informative, sir. I thought it would be some more informative, sir. Some more detailed explanation. I have thought.
Like what details you want? Specific.
Uh, he has explained regarding what are the skills required, teamwork, everything, sir. But some more clear explanation.
You give me a specific example. What skills you want? I'll give you that skill, right? I'll arrange a one-on-one session with that particular person. You tell me what exactly the skill you want. No, not specific. I want very specifically. You have to tell. Then I'll help you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, please let me know what exact thing you are looking for. I'll help you with that.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Apart from that, the webinar is very much informative.
Very good. Yeah. Thanks for the feedback, Pawan. Yeah. Can you please let me know next one day or so what is the specific thing you want so we can help you.
Yes, sir.
Any other feedback from anyone for improvement? I don't want to hear anything is good and all. We all know it went on well, but anything like Pawan said is very, very important, right? Like that. Anything you have different expectation, you came, so it was not good, whatever actually, right? Okay, yeah, let me know. Just you have to feedback to me anytime, right? So just give that feedback. Okay. So any questions on our last class? The tasks. Guys, please raise your hand if you have questions on the last class. And I was told all the people will attend today, right? Ishwar, you have your two friends. They told they will attend today's class. They're not showing up yet. At least one of them they told he'll attend, right? Anyway, fine. Okay, let them come whenever they want. It's okay. So on the task, you have any questions in the previous class? Please raise your hand. Did anybody get to revise? If somebody revised, raise your hand. Nobody revised. Oh man. Why?
Sir, we are completing our pending homework, and I had just revised it, sir. Sir, what is means task and function you have defined, sir. So
Yeah.
I had a doubt.
Yeah.
Calling task is easy or function is easy in a writing a code, sir?
Both. Both
No,
the
sir.
same. Right? How does it matter, right?
No, sir. What I mean is, so we want continuous. I mean, a fast approach or a fast output. So which will give us instant in that means, sir.
Fast means what? I don't understand. In terms
Uh,
of what?
what I mean is, after execution of a particular line or every line, I need to get the output, sir. Other.
Hmm. Sorry, man.
Okay,
Pawan,
sir.
I
I
didn't
will
understand.
reframe. Yes, sir. I will reframe and ask you questions, sir. 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. Anybody else? Pawan will get back. So any other questions? Yeah, why you are not able to revise, man? So I don't know what to do then. I told you you have to spend, if you spend 1 hour, you have to spend 3 hours, right? Correct. So we have spent how many hours this week? This Thursday, we have spent 1 hour class. Forget about till Sunday, right? So I spend 1 hour, so you should have spent 3 hours. This is the second hour I'm spending, and Saturday I'll spend the third hour, right? So why you are not able to plan? Are you guys very busy with college work? I want some feedback when you tell, otherwise it'll go and drain. Whatever effort I'm putting will go waste. Pawan said, yeah, they want to finish all the labs. Okay. So should I suspend the classes till everyone finish the labs? Sriram, did you revise?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have any questions on the tasks?
Um, which topic, sir? The topic taught last week, last
Yeah.
class, sir.
Yeah. Let's make this as a revision session, right? Again, I'm not prepared. I don't want to go ahead. So this is the problem. I'm telling you, right? Going to get very busy in the coming days. So many things are happening. Right? It's exploding, right? I told you.
Okay.
Friend. So you guys have to be on your toes. This class will collapse otherwise. Let me tell you. Right? This class will collapse. I'm telling you, pre-warning you. I can see that it's happening. Unless I get lot of positive feedback from all of you guys, this class will not sustain for a period of time, right? Because I'm getting go to next section. I don't want to keep moving if you're not keeping space. Either we'll spend 1 year, you'll learn only 10% of it, or this class will collapse over a period of time. So you are the fulcrum. You have to be put behind me. So let's use this class for your answering question and answers. Any questions you have learned for last 2 months you want to ask, please ask. Any labs you want to debug with me, please debug. I'm open. I have 60 minutes to help all of you. Right? I'll not unless you tell the proceed. I will not proceed. You ask me any questions on task, state machines, Verilog, or digital design or CMOS, whatever you want to ask, you ask. So can you do that way? Thumbs up. I want feedback. I'm asking questions. I want answers. Can we have it as a revision class? Thumbs up if you agree. Raise your hands if you agree. Ishwar. Ishwar has no clue. Oh, that's very bad. Somebody said thumbs up. Vishnu said, raise your hands. Okay. Okay. Fine. I got 2-3 responses at least. Okay. Let's revise it. So go one by one. Yeah, lower your hands. One by one, you ask questions. I'll answer them. Let me see if we can answer. So let's go around one by one. Let's Sriram, you have any questions? You guys write down on a piece of paper whatever you want to ask, right? Write down a question, your labs. You can share your screen. Let's do it that way, right? So Sriram,
Okay, sir.
start with you.
Okay, sir. I'm not having any doubts right now, sir. But I will give me 5 to 10 minutes. I will recall what are the doubts I had previously. I will note it down and come with all the data.
Very good. Very good. Excellent, Sriram. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do it. This is very good idea. Let's do that, right? Okay. Let me go other side. Yogesh.
I want to ask about something about the case statements because I was revising through those lessons and then I know how it runs, but then I got confused by like all the different cases. So
Okay.
I want to, yeah.
Okay, I'll show you what is a case statement. Okay. So you want me to revise what is a case statement, right?
Yeah.
Let me go to my notes. You want about case X, case Z, that one, or what do you want to know?
Case X, case Z.
Okay,
I want to get the
yeah, okay,
basics done.
yeah, I'm getting there. Okay. Your case is Z, right? So case is Z basically like it permits, you can put some wild cards like Z and wildcard question mark. So it will be the case item, you can use that. That means it can have any value. It can have a 0 or 1 or Z also, right? Z and question mark are treated as a don't care. They are in a case expression. This is a case expression. And if they are in any case item, yeah, so either here or here, any Z is like, you know what, floating, right? Or question mark comes, they're like don't care. You treat like a don't care, right? That's what it says. Okay. So that's what called case Z. That's why, right? Z means floating. It's not connected. That's what it means. It's not driven. High impedance, what you call Z is high impedance, right? That means no current is flowing, right? So you are not connected. There's no current flowing, right? Z stands for impedance, right? Question mark is a kind of don't care, right? So you don't care it is 0 or a 1 or whatever, right? So either in the case expression or in the case item, if the values are question mark, then you don't know if it is Z or a unknown. You don't care about it. In this case, for example, you care about only the bit number 2. You don't care about bit number 0 and 1. Okay. So then if the bit number 2 is 1, you don't bother about the other 2 bits. The in 2 is set to 1. Are you with me, Yogesh?
Yeah.
So similarly, in the second case item, with the bit number 1 is set to 1 and you don't care about other 2 bits, the int 1 is going to set 1. Okay, that's how.
Okay.
And you say you be extremely careful when coding synthesizable models using the Verilog case statement. Okay, that's a guideline. It's extremely, you have to be extremely careful. When you put this wildcard, you really know what you are doing. Even otherwise, you need to know what you are doing. I'm not saying that, right? You should know what you are doing, particularly when you are doing case Z. You have to be extremely careful.
Okay.
And about case X. So case X is a 3. It can be X also. Apart from the previous thing, now you add a X. X is a don't care, right? In a simulation, we X or 2 values are conflict. There are 2 values are getting driven, opposite values are driven, or or it is not, or it's no active drivers. Then also it's called X basically, right? And you saying do not use case X for synthesizable code. Right, and you have to understand the use case. I think I gave an assignment. Probably one of you completed, nobody completed, right? And I gave the white papers also after that, right? Some example tutorials I gave. So you need to understand what are the differences, how do you use them, right? So that's going to help you in the job interview. Okay.
Okay. I think I'm clear with this.
And you'll have to try. You have to do examples. Then only you'll understand this. This is just an example I'm giving, right? You have to draw, code some examples and try.
Yeah, I copied down the code and then ran it again. But then when I tried to do K6, I got confused.
Yeah, and you also look at the textbook. I also gave a textbook, right, for Verilog, Samir Palnitkar. So you look at that and look at the examples. He has assignments, right? Look at that, right? And you can also do Google search for more.
Okay.
Right? And you have to either use those examples and modify them. Just use this, for example, copy this example and modify wherever you want, or think of new items you code. Right? You think of some example in code, or you look at the books. Textbooks has a lot of examples. You have to practice them.
Okay.
The exercises, you give a lot of exercises. You practice them. It would help you actually, right? So that's the way we are. Because I'm giving very brief. I told you I'm not going to cover the entire language. The textbook is the reference, so you have to read the textbook for more data. Okay, next person who raised a question. Let me see.
Sir, me, sir. Sriram.
Yeah, Sriram or Pawan? Okay, Sriram, you go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you distinguish between reg and wire, sir?
Very good. Okay, good question. Reg and wire, right? So wire is by default, if you don't define anything, that is wire. Okay. Reg, typically you have to use inside the procedural block, which is always block or initial block. Anything, any variable or any signal should define on the left hand side. For example, here, this into will become a reg by, you have to define as a reg, otherwise you get a syntax error. So this is going to come inside always block. Cases that can come inside only the always block, right? So when you're using int2, you have to define as a reg. It's a 1-bit register. Reg space int2. Right? Anything used in the assign blocks, so that should be a wire.
Okay, sir.
And by the way, you declare as a reg, that doesn't mean that it's a register. Don't confuse with the register what you see in digital electronics. This reg in Verilog is just a keyword. It doesn't mean that you are inferring a flip-flop or a register. Okay? Don't confuse. So int2 is a reg, but that means it is a flip-flop. It is a combinational block here in this particular example. Okay? This is a combinational logic. So that doesn't mean the int2 and int1 are flip-flops. There's a Verilog, that's how the Verilog syntax is there. Any variable, any signal you define inside the always block or initial block, it should be declared as reg. Agreed?
Okay, sir.
Next, Pavan.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have reframed the question, sir. So yesterday in the class we have seen regarding task and function there. We have a thing that task is executing in zero, may execute in 0 simulation time, while function is different from it. So why we are having like that, sir? Task is executing in.
Yeah, that is the definition. And task will take more than 0 seconds also. Function must complete in 0 seconds, 0 microseconds, whatever. Task can take more time. Why
Yes.
means that's how the language people. If I ask you why your parents named you Pavan, like what answer will you give? They are God of Bhakta of the particular God, but you can
Yes.
always say that. Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir.
yeah, sometimes you won't even know, right? So randomly it is done that way, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So that's how the people who create the language have written that, man. What can I answer? Don't bother.
Okay.
Don't bother. Understand the application. That matters more. Why there are two things? Why not one thing? Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know. To be honest.
Okay, sir.
Right? You understand what is task, where is function, where you can use them. How do we understand it better? So if you focus on those things, why we have to, why not one? There's no end to such questions, man. Actually, right?
Okay, sir. Okay.
But even if I know the answer, how does it help? Actually, right?
Yes.
Right. So it's okay. No, don't bother about such things. That's how. In English, you will say there's some particular word. For example, knife. Why K is added? Why not just write NIFE? Why you have to K NIFE? Do you know? I don't know. Go and ask your English teacher in the college. I don't know. It's funny, right? English is a very funny language.
Yes, sir.
There's no answer to certain questions. You have to just accept.
Okay, sir.
So better you don't spend time in such things. Better you spend time what adds value to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. All of you must have questions, man. Yeah,
Sir,
let
sir,
me go
one-
around. Let me go around. Hold on. Yeah, who are not asked questions, they get priority. Bhuvanesh or Balaji, you have any questions?
Sir, once you said you will define buffer in one of the future classes. Sir.
Yeah, buffer. I have to explain. Yeah, buffer. Yeah, let me talk about the buffer. There are multiple things called buffer. Buffer is typically what we tell is buffer is output equal to input. That's called a buffer, right? So buffer is basically when you use to you want to, let's say your net is going for long distance. I'll tell you example. You are walking from 3 kilometers. You want to sit at some time and relax, and then you want to walk for another 10 minutes, right? You're climbing Tirupati hill, for example. I'll tell you, right? Sorry, like Yogesh, if you don't know what is Tirupati, it's a very famous temple in hill temple in India. You're trekking. Let me use a common. Let me not bring religion here. Let me say you're trekking. Himalayas, a mountain. No, it's so you want to rest somewhere, sometime, right? To regain your energy, right? Is that right or not? All of you would have walked for long distance. You have trekked, right? So you want to take some rest
Yes, sir.
somewhere. Otherwise, you'll get weak, right? If you keep doing a lot of work. So somebody a signal is going from one place to other. It has to travel a lot of distance. So it becomes weak because the drive characteristic becomes droop and all those things happen. So you have to put a buffer there. So it regains the energy. So you kind of it's similar to amplifier. It's not amplifier but similar. So buffer means you're just increasing the drive capacity and everything. So it gets some energy like a glucose. It gets some glucose. So it regains the momentum. You change the shape of the signal. Otherwise, what happens? If you know analog electronics, you have to go and do analog simulations, right? You have a square wave. After some time, the square wave shape will change. It'll slowly start drooping. No more a square. So if you put a buffer, Your transition, you know what is the transition time, right? Know what is the transition time? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What
Time
is that?
taken to change from one state to another state.
No, go from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. It is a square wave. You have to go from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0. That's called a transition time, right? Transition. It's called signal transition, right? So if you let the signal travel for a long time, the transition time will become worse. So if you add a buffer, it's like a boost, right? Right? You're getting boosting the signal, so your transition time will become low. It will reduce. Basically, you're helping the signal transition. Example, I told example, right? You're walking, you take some rest or you drink some water, you have some glucose, then you are able to walk much faster, right? It's something similar to that. Good question, right? Buffer is the other means you mean as a buffer is some storage element that is also called a buffer. So it depends on what context you ask this question, right? So you want to store some data. Oh, you say my video is buffering. You say right in YouTube or something. That means you have some storage. It's trying to store more data because the speed is very slow or very fast, whatever. Right? You're trying to store the data. So that's another meaning of buffer. Right? I don't know what context but there are two meanings in VLSI. It is called buffer. Either some storage space is called buffer. Even one particular, the two inverters you add back to back, that becomes a buffer. Buffer in technical English is plain English is output equal to input. That's buffer. It's exactly opposite of the inverter, right? Inverter output is not of input, right? You connect two inverters back to back, that becomes a buffer. Or you have a simple buffer without the inverter, not symbol. That's also like output equal to input. It has no meaning. You may ask why to put a buffer, right? Where output equal to input, so why should you have the gate? What is the answer? To help improve the transition time, you should use a buffer. Okay. It's used in the physical design. When you go to that section, probably you'll learn and understand all those things, buffering. So you have to boost the signal traffic transition time, the tool. But in your Verilog code, you don't have to use in logical design or in the Preliminary synthesis, you will not use the buffers. All right. Only in the physical design, you learn the buffers. You understand what is a physical design, right? You go to first class, baking of SOC, I spoke about all the physical design, what are the various flows and everything, correct? Do you know what are the various stages in the physical design? On one question. You guys remember what are the various stages in physical design? Raise your hand if you want to answer. Nobody? Yes, man, at least raise your hand. At least tell one.
For 1 minute, sir, I'll tell.
Yeah. Refer your notes. Refer your notes if you want. It is not a.
Yes, sir, I am referring my notes.
Ishwar, you can also refer your notes. Hello, Ishwar. You can also refer your notes. I think Ishwar is in no mood to study today. Right, Ishwar?
When have I been in the mood to study?
It's countering me.
Said you would explain about what sort of chips are used in Alexa.
Wow, very good. Okay, he's talking about Alexa. Okay. I'll talk. Let me finish the questions. Then you remember about Alexa. Let's talk about Alexa.
Sir, tool flows.
No, in physical design, what are the various stages you have? Let me explain. Right? First, let's call a floor plan.
Yes.
You have floor plan. What is a floor plan? Floor plan is like your house, I told you, right? How do you mark various components, right? If you know what is a die. In the die, there are various blocks where each of the blocks will sit for optimal performance. That's called a floor plan. Where the memories will sit, where the blocks will sit. That's called a floor plan, right? If you're constructing a house, I told you, right? Example, you will say, where is my hall? Where is my bedroom? Where is my puja room? You have something called Vastu Shastra. If you believe in it, my kitchen should be in whatever corner, southeast corner, whatever, right? My puja room should be somewhere. My bedroom should be in whatever corner, southwest corner, whatever, right? So there are certain rules, right? Similarly, the floor planning also in the chip, there are certain rules you have to follow, then you have to do it. So there is a floor plan, right? After you do floor plan, you do something called a placement. You guys remember what is a placement?
Yes, sir.
Not the campus placement, where you attend the campus interview, you get placed somewhere. No, I'm not talking about that. So where your gates will sit depends upon the timing information based on the constraints. The tool will place your gates automatically, right? All your instance gates and flip-flops will be placed automatically by the tool. You can also guide the tool to place them manually if you want higher performance. That's called a placement, right? So after placement, so input to the floor plan is your netlist, constraints, libraries, left file. Left files basically contains all your shape, size, and like all those things, right? We'll go to that later. and then floor plan placement comes after the floor plan. So you feed your floor plan data to the placement. You get the left file. You get all the dot libs constraints, the floor plan netlist, everything you to the placement stage. Then you go to the placement. After placement, you place the some amount of wire delay will come. Some amount of delay information will be there. You have those information, right? With that, no, you'll also know how close or how far away for the timing. Then you go and tweak your design so that you know by ballpark you're going to meet the timing or not. Then you go to the placement stage, right? You place your gates within the block. You go and do the placement. After placement, you do something called a clock tree. Right? Do you know what is a clock tree? Then you have to go and revise, man. Otherwise, you find it very difficult. The next 1 month, a lot of webinars, such concepts will come, right? You go and revise the making of SOC. Probably we'll plan next session as a revision session on the making of SOC, right? It's a very, very important session. You go and look through the, come prepared. Let's discuss the making of SOC in the next class. Otherwise, the entire webinar will go waste for all you guys.
We'll revise again.
Yeah, please revise. Please revise. I've been telling to revise. Right?
Yes.
I'm not insisting on it, but I'm assuming you're doing it, right? Okay, next question. I'll answer about Alexa, but let me ask the questions first. Answer the questions. There's any questions? Why an absolute pin drop silence?
Sir, I had a question on case Z and case X, but you told about that.
You got answer. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What else? Should I go to the today's class slides? You guys will be able to make up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All of you say yes. Raise thumbs up. Otherwise, it will be a waste for me.
Yes, sir.
I want to see a thumbs up from all of you. Shriram says yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll conduct a quiz. I'm getting a call. So why don't you think of a question? Let me talk on the phone for a while.
Okay, sir.
I'll have to mute myself.
So I think no one is want to talk anything. So I would like to start the conversation first. So everyone knows each other. Last class we have thought what is the important concept, nothing. But now I would like think what topic or what is thinking most hard to you in this class. You might have listened regarding dates, encoder, many things. In this class you have thought of. So it may be easier to your friends or to me. So anyone of can seek each other and can solve problems. Yeah, anyone can speak.
Sorry, what was your question again?
my question is, so I think Sriram, can you mute your mic once? After asking question, you can unmute. Sorry, because getting some raised echo. The what question I'm asking is, so what concept you might thought it has hard in these all 26 lectures or 27 lectures happened? So for some people, FSM may be very much tough. For some people, case Z or case X statement or full case or parallel case may be harder. But to some of the students, these concepts may be easier as they studied very much now. So for the assignment or for the seminar anyway. So if you tell those topics, if the any of our friends are easy well known with the topic, they may help you. That's why.
Okay, for me, typical topic was which was difficult to understand was the grid and wire only. But just now I got it clarified through sir.
And not only that, anyone can ask anything regarding the Verilog. So because we need to complete our assignments very much fast, then only sir is going to continue the next topic, FPGA designing everything. So if we complete fast, so if we share with each other our problems, it may be very much simpler. That's why.
Right now I'm not having any doubts. I have to work on a few more designs. Only then I will get doubts. So right now, so far I'm updated.
Sure.
Yeah, for me, I just have to practice more. Basically, I understand the concepts in theory, but then I have to write more code. Yeah, that's the only thing.
Okay. Any others, please? We are known to each other. We can speak because we have been for 2 months in the class, so everyone knows each other. No shy. Whether you studied or not, it is not a problem. But while listening to the class itself, you might have thought. That's why I'm asking you. Vishnu has texted reg wire loops while for repeat. I have some more example programming expressions. You require you require all these things. Okay, so anyone present in the meeting can help Vishnu either now or after can see. He in the chat box he has some topics on which he requires answer. So regarding reg and wire, just now sir has told in loops while for. So generally these loops while for and repeat what I have known. So even though I need to revise, so why we use this is, so a process or the iteration need to be continued in the code such that a logic need to be completed. So if you take a shift register or um, shift register in some of the applications, what we are going to have is the data is going to move from one flip flop to other flip flop. So for the data movement, everything we will be using these loops like how we use in the C language, how we use for loop, while loop, etc. Same, the concept of implication, those loops statements here is also same, but the thing is here we are using to shift data from registers to register or from one input to the output in the always block. That is what we do here in the for these things. Any others have doubt, please? So I think many are feeling or they were unable to ask question because they need to study more. So I will ask. I will tell my experience when I have been studying this subject. Even though am attending this class. So what are the problems I faced is I know the basic syntax, but I was unable to frame the assign statements. I know the code, how a encoder works, how a decoder works, everything I know. But the thing is, when I need to do either the combinational, I need to write a combinational logic or sequential logic or assigning. I use it to I will have a problem. Means I am thinking, so I will get a doubt. What I need to do? Either I need to assign here, or to use a sequential block or combinational block. What I need to do here? So that is what I will be thinking every time. So I think many of you will also have the same thing. So for this, what I have got the suggestion is, so when you are facing such a problem, once please go through the lecture, either SAR lecture in the YouTube or through the prescribed book by SAR. You please go again and again on the topic. Then you and some examples will also be given. SAR has given, and some you can see in the textbook also. From that you can get the idea. So even though writing encoder decoder, because I have completed that subject earlier, it is easy for me. But to write an code for FSM, you don't think. I struggled for 2 days because I got a more statement for the seminar. Vishnu has written the code. So sincerely, I didn't write the code because I know up to that registers everything I know, but I don't know how to do the FSM. Even though SAR has given the material, so I was having a thing how it is going to happen. I am having it out. So thereafter again revising these statements, everything, then I got an idea. So FSM works like I know FSM working, but I don't know how to write a code. Then happened. So then I verified Vishnu's code, and finally we done very well in the seminar. That's what I have done. So this is what my experience is. The problem I got and solution also, fortunately I got from the lecture itself. So that's why I'm asking you.
Sorry about Mangan. What did you guys do? The break. You guys were discussing something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Pawan was explaining about his experience in Verilog and how he prepared for the recent seminar.
Very
And
good.
seminar too, sir.
Good, man. Good. And I love you guys. That's how it has to be done. I was talking about because tomorrow there's a proposal to be made, so there was some urgent call, so I had to take that. Okay. Anyway, I cut in the call. Okay. So what?
Sir?
Yeah. We have 15 more minutes, man. Yeah.
Sir,
Let's.
I have a doubt, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Please.
Sir, in class now we are doing flip-flops, FSM designs and all. We are knowing about it, learning about it, sir. But in the company, what do you do, sir? Like what projects, some description about it, sir, please.
Okay. Description about it. Okay. Let's talk about Alexa. Let me stop the recording. 1 second. Give me a minute. How do you stop the recording, man? I'm very bad about this. How do you stop the recording? Anyone know?